Hello, welcome to my next set of travel videos. We're now here at the Portland airport and we're going to be flying to Greece this time. This is we're resuming a vacation that we actually had to cancel 2 years ago because the pandemic started. So this is going to be our first trip overseas in a couple of years. So see how it goes. Things are beginning to open up, but it's still kind of dicey a little bit, especially coming back. We're required to have a COVID test 24 hours before, and if we test positive, we can't we have to quarantine before we can come back. So hopefully that doesn't happen. I do think my insurance will cover it, our additional stay, if we have to stay for a little bit before coming back. But you never know with insurance. So okay, so just waiting for our flight. It's gonna go to Denver first, and then to Munich, and then to Athens. I haven't been to Greece since 10 years. I think it's been about 10 years since I was last in Greece. It's one of my favorite countries. So we're just waiting here at the airport for that. It's going to be a long day, probably close to 20 hours travel time before we land in Athens. We'll see how it goes with all the COVID restrictions. Our last trip to New York wasn't too bad. We mostly went by train, but this time it's going to be a long flight. First in a long time, in a couple of years. So hopefully we'll be getting more of these in. Maybe later in the year we can do another flight, but we'll see. Just waiting for our flight now. We're now at the Denver airport, just waiting for our flight. Got less than an hour left to change. Pretty big airport, so kind of confusing trying to get from one terminal to the other, but we had to take a train. Pretty soon we'll be on our next flight. That's going to be a long one, probably 10 hours. The longest part of the trip over to Greece. From Munich we'll be taking another flight. Okay, and here's a view of this terminal. There you go. It's a huge airport. Just need to quickly use the bathroom and tornado shelter before we go. Okay. Alright, we're now at the Munich airport. We're just waiting for a connecting flight, our final flight to Athens. It's going to be about 15 minutes, so we're just waiting here. It's kind of crowded, so maybe it won't be as, it will be more busier than more full flight than the one coming in from Denver to Frankfurt. Okay, we just made it to the Athens airport. We're now at the metro station. So we're trying to take a train over to the Piraeus port where we'll be leaving tomorrow morning. And our hotel's going to be there for the night. So we're going to be leaving for Naxos tomorrow morning on one of the ferries. We're just waiting for the train here. The metro station on the airport. Finally made it to Piraeus station, so it's our last stop for the day. We're gonna be walking over to our hotel. Should do it for today, but tomorrow we'll be going to the port. You go that way. See? Oh yes. So probably, let me look at the map, the Google map. Oh, you need a new one? Okay, it should be down here someplace. Okay, here we are. Finally made it. Let's go inside. Okay, here we are. So tired, I forgot to lug our luggage up to the second floor, which is actually 3/4 up from the entrance. Okay, nothing fancy, just a basic room.
Here's the view.
Here's the view. It's just a street. But we're just here for a night to wait for our ferry. So that should do it for a long travel day today. Yeah. So we need to get some rest, get up early tomorrow. Take our ferry to Naxos. Okay, so until then, later.